Hi, it's Thermal Imploder, and today I'll be telling you guys which grenade is better, the impact grenade or the thermal detonator. Now, I've wondered this for a really long time, and so I think it will be really helpful for everybody to know which one is actually better to use. And now, this is just like my other one. It's better to you personally based off of what situations it's good for, and this is completely my opinion. So, yeah, and if you're a subscriber, remember to tell all your friends about my channel, because we're almost at 13 subscribers, so let's get on down there. And if you're new here, please, please consider subscribing. So, now I'm going to get started with the video. So, first off, the problem, or the reason why some people don't really like to use the thermal detonator is because it is an instant, like the impact grenade. You throw it, and then you have to count maybe, I don't know, let's see, 1, 2, 3, about 3 seconds until it explodes. So it's not very great for basically trying to go in and doing that. But the reason a lot of people don't like the impact grenade is because you have to get it exactly right, and it has such a smaller explosion. It's just like you have to hit the person. You can't be really very much off, otherwise you want to get the kill. And let me demonstrate. If I can find an enemy that isn't a droid or turret. So seems like there's some down here. I don't see anybody. Here we go. Now if you look, I have to get right on them, but I get an instant kill. I don't need to wait at all, really. All it really takes is the time of the throwing. Now if you look at the thermal detonator, well then it's different. You take it, now this one has a bigger explosion. So now you need to think more, because see, it's harder to get the right kind of kill, because it's just, you're trying to get basically a kill that you don't know, because if you throw it, the person can always stop running or turn another way. So that one is a lot better if it's in a corridor. I prefer, like on open maps like this, it's probably usually is a lot better to use the other one, but also sometimes it can be good. But it's harder to get kills with unless you're in a corridor and you're chucking it at a bunch of people. So that is going to be like one of the problems with it. But you can always just estimate where somebody is going to be, or if there's a bunch in one place, that's where it comes in really big handy, and you usually can get a kill. Now you can't always, but same with the other one, you have to be really accurate, and really it's based off of what you are personally good at, not what I'm good at. I'm good with thermal detonator and the impact grenade, but this game on this map, which happened to do the video on this map, I don't know why, but happened to be the first map I loaded into, so I just went with it. But see, it's not really as good as a thermal imploder, and pun intended, saying it's not as good as me, because I'm thermal imploder, if you get it. Now let me show you some more gameplay in just a sec. So when you use it on a more open map, the thermal detonator, you have a better chance of doing it on a map such as this, where you can sort of see and you kind of know where people are going to end up running to. But if it's on like another map, for example, let's say Hoth. Not the best, but Hoth has some corridors, so it's partially good, but not the whole game. So that's where it comes in. Now, Impact Grenade, you can get a single kill really fast, and I'm not really a fan because of how much you have to aim, but if you are good with it, then really you can do it really well and easily most of the time. Now, if you're not very good with aim, I really suggest that you just don't use a grenade, which I'm not really good with a grenade, so you usually really, I don't think you've ever really seen me use a grenade actually, besides the thermal imploder, because like that's a power up and it's bigger, so like, but if you do something like that, like, I didn't really even get him. Like, maybe I got a little bit, okay, it looked like he was like bowing down to my guy's dead body. But here, so if you want to do like some over thing, which I was going to do, it's usually better to use an impact grenade for like, so it's kind of like a pulse cannon when you do those big jump pack snipes. Just you have to like land where the person is going to be, really. And it doesn't really have much of a chucking range because it is kind of first impact, and also it's not really as accurate as you really would ever expect, because really you miss more of the time with the grenades. So the grenades really are more just like a, hey, I have this, let me just give it 50-50, chuck it whenever it loads up, try to get a kill out there. And now, and you miss a lot too, just like I did. Now, when you're seeing somebody on a turret, either one is perfect for it, because you usually easily get the grenade by the turret. Now, if it's something like this, I just got the kill, see? Because there's two guys there, so the more people, the better. Now, if it's one person, I really suggest the impact grenade. If it's multiple, then go ahead and use the thermal detonator. So that's my opinion. Now, so overall, if you look at it, it takes 3 seconds, and you have good explosion damage if somebody's in that area. So for that, and then the impact grenade, you have an instant kill choice. So between the two, I have to say the impact grenade, truthfully, overall is actually better if you're good with aim. Now, if you look at just like the damage wise and stuff, if you're a pro player, you're going to pick the impact grenade really more than the thermal detonator. Usually, I'm not saying that, I'm just saying like it'd be easier, but the impact grenade comes with skill. So if you're not very skillful, I easily suggest the thermal detonator. It's just like when you, it's just like trying to use the DLT-19X compared to the E11. It's so much easier to use the E11 than the DLT-19X. Or trying to use the CA87 or the DH17. But like, it's, you just have to be good with it. A lot of people aren't very good with the Railby V10, and a lot of people are really good with A280C. Some people are good with the EE3, some aren't. And really, it's just like that with this. It's just what you're personally good at and what your strategy is. So that's, I'm going to leave it off here. So remember, comment down below some Q&A questions for the Q&A coming up. I have almost 20 subscribers, 13 now. So let's get up there. Click the bell to know every time when I have another video out. I hope you like this video. Make sure to subscribe. Like, subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow.